Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Good, good, good. Um, my name's Nicole, and I have the honor of being able to lead you through your virtual yoga practice. We're together for about 75 minutes, and I invite you, if you don't have your video already turned on, go ahead and press that share video icon on your tablet, computer, whatever, what have you, and turn it on so I can really see your body and speak to like what I'm saying in your practice. Oh, there's some people. Hello, hello. Well, let's just go ahead and get started. Take child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch and take your knees really wide to the outer edges of your mat. And right away, go ahead and tap into your breath. In this methodology, if you're not familiar, we practice a technique called ujjayi. So I'm going to ask you to constrict the back of your throat and begin to take deep inhales and exhales through your nostrils. And really soften your joints in this child's pose. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. And take 3 more deep breaths right here. Every inhale, allow yourself to get long. Walk your fingertips forward to the front of your space. And then as you exhale, sink your hips down and back towards your heels. And one more, just like that, really reach your fingertips forward. Take a big breath in and hold it right here at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the air out. Tabletop, come onto your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Yeah, and if you want to begin to take movement right away, go ahead. Like maybe you rock side to side. Maybe stretch out your wrists. Take what you need. On your next inhale, drop your belly, set your gaze up at the ceiling, cat pose. Yeah, really drop your belly button to the earth, draw your shoulder blades down. And then as you exhale, round your spine for cat. Press your belly button up to your spine, press the earth away from you. And again, fill up, take cow. Exhale, move into cat. 2 more rounds of cat cow to your breath. Moving and breathing. Ground down into the 4 corners of your hands. When you're complete with your last set, come into a neutral spine. Set your gaze down in between your hands. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Pull your crown of your head forward and press your tailbone back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet, release your neck, shake your head, yes, no. Always end with a yes. Press your inner ankles back, your outer ankles down. So if you can see your heels, move them to where they're directly behind your toes. Really stretch out the entire back side of your body. Draw your shoulder blades and move them into your body. Inhale, lift up onto your tippy toe. And as you exhale, sink your heels back down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press. One more, fill up, come up onto your tippy toe. Open your mouth, let the air out. Walk your feet to your hands, ragdoll. Bring your feet hip width distance or wider. Really take up space on your mat. Yeah, and then allow yourself to just hang heavy. Pull the crown of your head down. Yeah, maybe you take a couple sways left and right. Lift your toes, stretch them out long onto the earth. Bring your right hand to your mat, take a bend in your right knee, and really reach your left hand up towards the sky. Take a tiny twist. Yeah, really drawing your thoracic spine and pulling your upper arm bones back. Really open up, rinse out the entire side of your body. Come back to the center. And switch, take your opposite hand down, reach your right hand up tall. Yeah, take a juicy bend, soften your joints so you can gain access to your twist. Hug your outer shins and really move from your mid-back. Come back to center. Release your bind, bring your feet to touch together. Rise all the way up for extended mountain pose, Tadasana. Spark your fingertips straight up towards the sky. Your shoulders away from your ears. Set your gaze in between your hands and root down into the four corners of your feet, getting tall in your side body. Take a big breath in. Exhale, draw your hands to the center of your chest. Set your gaze over your fingertips. We'll begin our practice with 3 Om. Inhale. Om. 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 Tadasana, mountain pose, reach your fingertips tall. And maybe from here you take a tiny back bend, really pull your sternum up, open up through your chest and back. As you exhale, bow forward. Set your gaze down at your shins. Notice your weight. If your weight is back in between your ankles, stack your hips over your ankles. Feel the four corners of your feet. Inhale, rise halfway. Pull the crown of your head forward, press your tailbone back. Activate your shoulder blades, pull them in and down. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, take high plank. Stacking all of your joints. Really beginning to get engaged in your entire body. Total body integration right here. From your skin to your muscles to your bones, hug in. Drop your pelvis about 2 inches, really bring it into a straight line, fill up. Exhale, low plank or come to the earth. Draw your shoulders into your side body. Upward facing dog. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. Lift your hips and thighs off the earth. Pull your sternum to the front of your space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reset your breath. Fill up. Let go. Step to the front of your mat. Halfway rise. Bow forward. Tadasana, mountain pose, reach up tall, draw in, express out. Forward bow. Halfway lift. High plank. Squeeze everything into your center line. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Notice your pelvis, come neutral, lift up and pull your tailbone down. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step to the front of your mat. Halfway rise. Bow forward. Tadasana, reach up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. High plank. 2 breaths right here. Hug everything in. Fill your lungs. Exhale, low. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Forward bow. Halfway lift. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Tadasana, mountain pose. Forward bow. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring your big toes to touch, leave space in between your ankles. If you have knee issues or this is really bothering you, then take your feet hip width distance. Bring your weight down and back into your heels. Maybe you play with lifting your toes up off the earth. Lift the front of your pelvis up, pull your tailbone down. Take a big breath in. Lower 6 more inches into your chair. Yeah, really feel the engagement in your thighs and your legs. Squeeze and hug it. Stay right here. You've got this. Take one more big breath. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose, rise up. Yeah, and go ahead and take yourself into that deep chair. Hold yourself to the flame. Be in the fire. Be in the work right here, right now. Big breath in. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Right foot to your right wrist. Yeah, spin your back heel down so you can feel all 4 corners of both of your feet. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. And then begin to square your hips and chest to the front of your space. And notice if you're in default here, if you can work your edge and sink deeper, bring that foot further to the top of your mat, go. What's holding you back? Lean in, stay here. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Same thing, opposite side, rise up. Ground down into the 4 corners of your feet. And then bring an awareness to your chest. If your ribs are expanding out, draw them in, and then use that breath to create expansion in your mid-back. Yeah, lunge deeper into that front leg. You've got this. Stay, breathe. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Bigger breath out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose, just one breath. Forward bow. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Rise as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Use your breath. Exhale, flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose. Come into your chair. Now take Ardha Utkatasana. Bring your chest parallel over your thigh. Set your gaze down at your mat. Reach your fingertips forward as if someone's pulling you by the fingernails and pull your tailbone back. From your skin to your muscles to your bones, hug in. Utkatasana, lift just your chest, keep your legs bent, breathe. Bow forward. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Rise as you inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Keep moving, keep breathing. You've got this. Exhale, flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last sun B. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose. One breath. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Sigh it out. Take 4 breaths. If there's one thing that I can speak to about being in my house more than all day, it's that I get really present to like where I live and like what's going on, what my dog does all day, how I sit in my chair, and these little nuances that I do that I didn't even know that I did. So like I invite you to see the bright side, like where can you just get focused and get present and be aware. Tap into yourself, tap into what you've got going on and just stay in that work. Take a big breath in. Let the air go. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Reach your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee, open up your hip, 3-leg dog. Yeah, really stack your right pelvic half over your left and square your chest towards your mat. Get active in your top foot, really flex your toes towards your face. And then from here, maybe you bring your foot to the earth for flip dog. Maybe you work your edge right here, staying in your 3-leg down dog. Yeah, or maybe you go into wheel, like begin to expand from the inside out wherever you decide to go. Take 2 more breaths right here. You've got this. Hug everything into your center line. High plank. Side plank to your right. Stand on your right hand, reach your left hand up. And take your side plank. You can come onto your forearm, come onto your knee, stack your ankles, like take what you need right here. Take something where you feel empowered in your practice. Draw your shoulder blades and move them into your body and lift your hips up even taller. Yeah, maybe you play with lifting that leg or grabbing that foot. Draw in and create something new. Express out, fill up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Take your left leg high this time. Bend your knee, open up. Yeah, and send oxygen. Create space in this left side. Ground down to the 4 corners of your hands. Continue to press your back heel down towards the earth behind you, and then you decide where you go. If you're in flip dog or wheel, really ground down the 4 corners of your feet. If you're in your 3-legged down dog, like really open up your top hip a little bit further, activate your feet, your core. High plank. Side plank on your left. Stand on your left hand, reach your right hand up. Notice your left elbow. Get soft in your joints. Don't lock out your elbow. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Lift your hips tall. And then take 2 more breaths to just play, like be in discovery, be in possibility right here in this side plank. Hug your outer shins in. Stay in your breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Bigger breath out. Right side crescent lunge. Step your right foot to your right wrist. So similar to a warrior 1, but this time you're going to stack your back heel over the balls of your back feet. Yeah, and for me to create stability in this posture, I need to take my stance out wider. So maybe think railroad tracks versus a tightrope and see if that lands in your body. Stack your joints. Keep your front knee stacked directly over your front ankle. Spark your fingertips up to the sky. Draw your hand to the center of your chest. And take a twist. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Yeah, and then maybe that twist isn't there for you today. Maybe you take an open twist, just extending your arms, right hand back, left hand forward. Pull the pit of your belly in and up, press into your hands and move from your thoracic spine. Every inhale, get long, pull the crown of your head to the front. And as you exhale, twist open. Yeah, and if you want to open up your arms and go there now. Find length as you inhale, and as you exhale, rinse. Fill up, twist open, warrior 2. Ground down into the knife edge of your back foot. Set your gaze over your front middle finger. Draw your shoulder blades and move them into your body. Extended side angle. You can bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot, or if you have a prop, like a block, or just, I don't know, something you've got in your house, you can prop yourself up. You can also bring your elbow to your knee. Keep pressing your front knee over towards your pinky toes. And then take 3 breaths right here. You can play with maybe taking yourself into a bind, birds of paradise, a standing split. Take 2 more breaths to really ground down and rise up. Yeah, you've got this. Go there now. Just try it on, see where it lands. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, crescent lunge. Take your time, really set yourself up on this side. Maybe you need to take a different adjustment on this one. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Stack your joints, front knee right over your front ankle. Draw your hands to the center of your chest. Take your twist. Right elbow to your left knee, or take your open twist. Begin to create total body integration. Press into your hands. Draw your shoulders back and move from your thoracic spine. Every inhale, find length through the spine. And as you exhale, take a little bit more of a twist. Yeah, really fill up and twist open. Yeah, go for it. Open your arms if that's what you're up to right now. Big breath in. Twist open. Warrior 2. Bring your shoulders directly over your hips. Notice if you're leaning forward into your front leg or too far back into your back. Get center. Extended side angle. Left hand down to your mat, your prop, your elbow to your knee. Feel as long on your left side as you do on your right. Really open up. Use the power of your legs to lift up and twist open. And take those 2 breaths right here to play with that bind, that balance. Wherever you are, work that edge. Stay in your breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Fill your lungs. Let the air out. Step, walk, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Chair pose. Bring your hand to the center of your chest. Take a twist. You can take your elbow to your knee, your left elbow to your right knee, or you can take your open twist. Try to bring your hips lower than your heart. Notice your knees, bring them in line with one another, and then ground down into your feet. Draw everything in. Take 3 breaths right here. You can open up, play with side crow. Work the twist that's going to empower you. One more big breath in. Exhale, twist open, rag doll. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers, so your, pointer and middle, and grab your big toes. Bring your elbows to opposite sides of your space. And then gently pull your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Release your bind. Toe heel your feet together. Chair pose. Yeah, you've got this. Just breathe, like sink a little bit deeper. Get yourself ready. You've got this. Feel the heat. Hands to the center of your chest. Twist to your opposite side. Whether you take your elbow to your knee or you take your open twist, like really move from your mid back. Use your breath. Every inhale, fill up, and every exhale, rinse out. And take 2 more breaths right here. You can open up your arms, play with that balance. Whatever your edge is for this pose, work it right here, right now. Be present to your body. Ragdoll. Yeah, shake it out, pound it out, sway. And then take gorilla. Bring your palms underneath your feet, the soles of your feet. And bring them up to your wrist crease, so where your toes can almost give your wrist a little bit of a massage. And soften your joints. Make this posture accessible for you. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Bow. Release your feet, your hands from your feet. Bring your toes to touch. Rise up, mountain pose. And make your way into a back bend. Really open up your chest, release, and come back to center. Take standing leg raise. Bring your right knee in line with your right hip, making a 90-degree angle with your knee and ankle. Stack your shoulders over your hips over your ankle. And steady your gaze to one point at the front of your space. And take 5 breaths right here. Yeah, maybe you play with grabbing your big toe, opening up to the side. If you're not already, make your way back to center. Extend your legs straight out to the front of the room. Then fly back airplane. Reach your foot and all 10 fingers to the back of your space. Yeah, and if you come out, you just get right back in. A little turbulence is fine in this flight. Dial your pinky toe down towards the earth and pull your sternum up. Yeah, really draw your shoulder blades and move them into your body and get active in your triceps and biceps through your fingertips. Draw your hands to the center of your chest. Half moon. Bring your left fingertips down to your mat or your prop and reach your right hand high. Yeah, and all you have to do in this pose is stack your hips. If you set your gaze up at your hand, great. If you don't, great. Ground down into the 4 corners of your standing foot. Take 3 breaths right here. Just see where you can go. Maybe you grab your foot, your ankle. Maybe you get a little bit of hang time lifting your fingertips off the earth. Expand from the inside out. Fill up. Ragdoll. Yeah, multitask, ragdoll with the baby. I love it. Block, dog. You've got options here, right? Release your bind. Toe heel your feet together. Rise up, mountain pose. Set up for standing leg raise on your left side. And we'll take the same 5 breaths. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Tap into your hands, feet, and core to cultivate your balance. And if you want more and want to open up and be in discovery in this posture, go. Make your way back to center if you're not there already. Extend your leg out to the front of your space and fly back airplane. Really spark your fingertips to the back of your space. Soften your standing knee. And just breathe. You've got this. If you come out, get right back in. Pull everything into the center line of your body. Draw your hands to the center of your chest. Half moon. Reach your opposite hand down and the other one up. And stack your left pelvic half over your right. Get active in your top leg. If you get it tight, it will become light. Take 2 more breaths, like grab that ankle, lift those fingertips. Draw in and find your fullest expression out. Rag doll. Release your binds, toe heel your feet together, mountain pose. Bring your hands to the center of your chest, tree. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg, whether that is your ankle or your shin or all the way up into your inner thigh. As long as it is not your knee, you're being safe, you're perfect. And take 5 breaths right here. Tadasana. Tree pose on your opposite side. Bring your left foot to any point that's not your knee on your right leg. Hands to the center of your chest, steady your gaze, and breathe. 5 breaths. Tadasana, mountain pose. Step all the way up to the front edge of your mat. Fill your lungs. Fold forward. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior 1. Open into warrior 2. Straighten your front leg, take triangle pose. So reach your right fingertips out and then down towards your front foot. Reach to the outer edge of your foot. And I invite you, if you have a block or a prop that you can use it here. Feel as long on your right side as you do on your left, and really open up. Pull your sternum towards the sky, the ceiling, wherever you are. Ground down into the 4 corners of your feet. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist open. 1 more, fill up. Really rinse out. Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Bring all 10 toes to face your right side wall of your space, wherever you are. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky, the ceiling, and bow forward. Bring your hands in line with your feet. And we'll be here for about 6 breaths. So if you are playing with an inversion and you'd like to play with that, go now. Yeah, maybe you aren't and you just grab a bunch of pillows and like try to get up on your head. Like, see where you can just be in discovery. Soften your joints. Yes, you've got this. If you're not upside down, rise up halfway, flat back, and bow forward. Halfway lift, fold. If you're upside down, meet us back on your feet into a straddle. Everyone draw your hands to your hips. Using your legs and your core, rise all the way up to standing. Bring your front foot to face the front of the room. Bring your back foot in about halfway, facing the top left corner of your mat. Square your chest and hips towards the front. Forward fold. Bow forward over your front leg. Drop your head so you set your gaze at your back big toe. Press your inner ankles back, your outer ankles down. And if you need to bring some ease here, bend your front knee or maybe even lift your back heel off the earth. Square your hips towards your mat. Rise halfway. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Open warrior two. Straighten your front leg, triangle pose. Reach out as if someone's really pulling your hand forward before you reach down to the outside of your front foot. Come into your legs, engage your quadriceps and adductor muscles. Root down and get light in your upper body. Yeah, pull the pit of your belly in and up. As you inhale, get long. And as you exhale, really twist open. Fill your lungs. Twist out. One more, fill up. Rinse open. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Bring all 10 toes to your left side space. Take yourself into a bind. You can grab your hands behind you, your elbows. If you've got a towel or a strap, you can grab that. And fill your lungs and fold forward. Set your gaze behind you. Stack your hips over your ankles. Notice if your weight is pulling back into your heels. Feel the four corners of your feet. Rise halfway. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Bow. Keeping your bind, mindfully rise all the way up to standing. Bring your front foot to 12 o'clock. Step your back foot in halfway. Take your front facing forward, fold with your bind. Square yourself to the front of your space and fold forward. Draw your chin to your shin. Soften your joints. Take what you need. Allow yourself to make this pose accessible and empowering for you. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Gently release your bind. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come into your high plank. Keeping your stacked position, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Step back to high plank. Take your right knee to your left elbow. High plank. Right knee right down the center of your nose. High plank. Left knee to your left elbow. High plank. Left knee, right elbow. High plank. Down the center. High plank. Downward dog. High plank. Stay in your high plank 30 seconds. Breathe. You've got this. Press the floor away from you. From your skin to your muscles to your bones. Hug in and stay and breathe. You've got this. You are halfway there. 15 seconds left. Keep going. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower onto your belly. Rest on your favorite cheek. Yeah, and really allow yourself to rest. Notice if you're still holding on to any tension in your hands or arms, like allow yourself to just be still. Come on to your other favorite cheek if you haven't already. And if anything is showing up, just come back to your breath. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, let the air out. Do that again, really fill up and just let go. Bring your arms down by your side. Bring your forehead to the center of your mat. Locust pose. Lift your chest, your arms, and your legs off the earth. As much as you want to off the earth, but really squeeze everything in. Engage your butt, squeeze your legs towards one another. Lift yourself up even taller. Come to the earth. Take your knees side to side. And again, locust pose, lift up. Now draw your shoulder blades and move them into your body. Tuck your chin so that you can breathe and gain access to lift yourself higher as you exhale. Squeeze and lift higher, lower down. Take your knees side to side. Third time is the charm, locust pose, lift up. Tap into those lower back muscles. Squeeze and engage every single muscle in your body. Hug in and lift up. Take yourself to your edge. Expand from the inside out. Lower down. Take your knees side to side. Bow pose. Grab your ankles. Press your shins to the back of your space. Pull your sternum forward. If you need to modify, grab one ankle at a time. Yeah, like hold yourself up on your left hand and press your right shin back. Draw your shoulder blades in, pull your thoracic spine forward, lower down. Take your knees side to side. Bow pose, grab both ankles again. If you did a modification on the right side, take it on this left. Pull up. Squeeze everything into your center, active in your feet, whether they're pointed or flexed. Draw and express out. Lower to the earth. Take your knees side to side. Flip over onto your back, set up for bridge pose. Plant your feet and then draw them in just enough to where your fingertips can graze the backs of your heels. Set your gaze up at the sky, the ceiling, whatever is at the top of your space, and lift your hips up. Yeah, once your hips are up, you can draw your shoulder blades underneath you, create a shelf with your shoulders, but really lift yourself up. Like there's no limit. The ceiling, the sky, nothing can hold you. So open up, lift up. Squeeze your butt, ground down into your feet. Come to the floor. Take your knees side to side. And I think we're ready. I think we're warm. Matter of fact, I know we are. 6 wheels. You've got this. If wheels not in your practice, take 6 bridges. But if you can, you absolutely must go now. Lift up. Bridge or wheel number 1. Yeah, draw your shoulder blades and pull your sternum forward. Come to the earth. Take your knees side to side. Number 2, you're ready now. Lift up. Yeah, you've got this. Ground down into your hands and feet. Come to the earth. Take your knees side to side. Number 3, it's like Wednesday, the hump day. Go now, lift up. Yeah, you've got this. Ground down to rise up, engage your belly, engage your feet. Lower down. Take your knees side to side. Number 4, bridge or wheel, let's go, lift up. Yeah, expand from the inside out. Nothing can hold you right here. Come to the earth. Take your knees side to side. Number 5, you're alive. Let's go, lift up. Yes, squeeze in, draw everything into your center line, and then begin to open up through your chest. Chin to chest, come down. Take your knees side to side. This is it. Number 6, this is the moment you've been waiting for all day. Go now, lift up. You've got this. Everyone's got this. Take yourself into your back bend right here, right now, and stay. And breathe. You've got 5, 4, don't quit, 3, 2, 1, chin to chest, come down. Great work. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Yeah, maybe you take this opportunity to rinse out your wrists. Take a couple wrist circles if those wheels got into your wrists. Bring your awareness back into your body, back into the present space and time. Happy baby. Grab your feet, pull your knees down towards your shoulders. You can rock side to side. Give yourself a little sacrum massage. You can open up your legs into a straddle. Like, take what you need right here. Hug your knees into your chest. Abdominal twist. Bring your shins parallel above your mat or floor, wherever you are. Flex your feet towards your face. Bring your fingertips behind your head. Extend your right leg to a hover. And then pull your right elbow to your left knee. Don't let your left knee come to you. Pull your elbow towards your knee. And then switch. Extend your opposite leg and twist over. And switch. And switch. Just keep going. Keep twisting and moving. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Press your belly down towards your spine. And you've got this for 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. Keep going. 17, 16, 15. You've got this. If you need to rest, take a rest, but then come right back. You've got plenty of time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Take a total body stretch. Extend your legs out in front of you. Reach your hands over your head. Really stretch yourself out. Those abdominals you've just worked so hard. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll about 3 to 5 times, and then make your way into downward facing dog, however you decide to get there. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Half pigeon. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Drop your hips towards the earth. And then gently pull your chest over your front leg. Yeah, maybe you prop up on your elbows or take yourself all the way down. Just begin to settle into this posture. I was telling my friend Haley before we started that we're all just trying to adapt to the times and do the best that we can with what we've got. And I notice and find myself seeing that so much more when I take up space on my mat. Like just allowing myself to meet my body where it is, whatever day it is. Inviting myself to work the edge that could be possible if I just tapped into it. And like I invite you and I encourage you, just like you're doing the best that you can. No matter how uncomfortable the situation is, this posture is. Honor your body, honor yourself, and know that you are doing a great job. We're all human. Allow yourself to just be human and be in the work and the ups and the downs and the mess and the discomfort and the panic. And for everything that shows up that doesn't serve you, like let the exhale send it away. Take 4 more breaths right here. Take a big breath in. Let the air go. Walk your hands up to your hips. Downward facing dog. You can pedal out your legs, reset. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Take your left leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip, half pigeon. And I invite you just meet yourself where you are on this side. On every inhale, just acknowledge what's showing up for you. And on every exhale, just begin to let it go. Soften your joints. Four more breaths. Four more breaths to let go. Four more breaths to just be. Two more breaths to just take up space. Take a big breath in. Let the air out. Walk your hands to your hips, downward facing dog. Reset your legs, your feet. And then make your way onto your seat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Ground down your sits bones. Maybe you have some extra, you just shift off to the side. I do. Seated forward fold. Take your fingertips up to the sky and fold forward over your legs. And I invite you to start with your knees bent and then just allow them to extend as needed. Let your hands fall where they may. If you can touch your toes, great. If you can't, great. Release the lower back, feel the stretch in your lumbar spine. Halfway rise, bow forward. Halfway lift, fold. Halfway lift, fold forward. Make your way onto your back. Set up for an inversion of your choice. Waterfall, if you have a block or even a pillow, you can place underneath your hips and just reach your legs straight up towards the sky. If you want more, shoulder stand, traditional headstand, handstand, all available to you. But like, think of the word rejuvenation as you take your posture. From shoulder stand, maybe you make your way into plow, reaching your toes towards the floor behind you. If you're in waterfall, you've got the option to reach your fingertips up towards your toes. Allow the blood to drain down from your upper body as well. From plow, you can take deaf man's pose, bringing your knees to the outer edges of your ears, shins reaching towards the earth beneath you. From deaf man's, make your way back into plow. From plow into shoulder stand. If you're upside down, come into child's pose. And everyone, make your way onto your back. Butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together, one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Supine twist. Extend your right leg out, pull your left knee in, and drop your left knee over your right side body. Take your arms into a T position, and look over at your right thumb. Yeah, let gravity do the work. Just soften your joints. Allow it to just twist your body out. Make your way back to center. And then set up for supine twist on the opposite side. Pull your left knee in. Drop it over your right side body. Come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Yeah, really give yourself a hug. Like, acknowledge all that you are. Take a big breath in. Hold it at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Shavasana. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Take up space. And take a very well-deserved rest. Take a big breath in. Let the air out. Gently begin to bring movement back into your body, your fingers, your toes, neck and wrists. And mindfully bring your awareness back into your space. Draw your knees into the center of your chest. Roll into your right side body, into a fetal position almost. And just take a moment to really acknowledge yourself. Taking care of yourself and being a stand for you. With your eyes closed, come to seated at the top of your mat. Draw your hands to the center of your chest. We will seal our practice the same way that we began. 3 arms. Draw your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. The light in me loves and honors the light in all of you. Together we bow virtually. Namaste. Great work, everyone. Amazing, amazing practice. Once again, my name is Nicole Ham, and thank you for joining me, even if it's through a meeting app, to be a part of your practice and a part of your journey. We've got some really awesome things happening with this virtual classes. So we're going to continue to offer this as we can. And if you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, the schedule is up there, and you can join and listen in of however you need to, whatever works for your schedule. And I think we'll be trying to get into some pop-ups too, to do some workshops breaking down poses or focusing on core or balance, things like that. So I invite you to stay plugged in with us and stay with what we've got going on. If you've got any questions about anything, please reach out to us on our social media pages or shoot us an email. We are just so happy that we're able to offer this to you all in this way. And stay healthy, stay safe, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye, friends.